Yo, hold up. Yo, yo, yo. Your boy forgot to grab his other phone real quick. There we go. There we go. Yo, yo, yo. What it do, crew? Yo, 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 yo. Let's get our music going. Excuse me very much. 1 second, guys. Here we go. All right. Snow, what's good, my brother? Yo, 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 yo. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Caruso, 1.5 threes is not bad. Yo. Bro, Jude, I'm not gonna lie, bro. You used to be a weirdo back in the day. Big weirdo, bro. Yo, 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 yo. Used to be a big weirdo. What up, what up, what up, what up? Happy freaking Thursday night, baby. Devin Castle. Not a bad look. Ray, what's good? No, not you, Ray. This dude, Jude. All right, man. Henry over fantasy points. I think Derrick Henry's in a great spot tonight, personally. Especially with the return of some guys. I was about to donate a sub. Bro, listen, just because you used to be weird doesn't mean you're weird anymore. I don't know you that well anymore. But you do you, bro. You do you. Let's smack some coin. Yes, sir. Tua today. Tua over what? Tua for what? Talk to me. I'll hear Tua out. Tell me what you're talking about. Kofifi? Yes. It's my Kazakage cup. I haven't pulled this out in a long time. Tua for dinner is crazy. That's crazy work. It's crazy work. Kid, what's good? How we doing? Tua under passing yards. I'm not sure. They're probably going to be trailing, so I do think they throw the ball a bunch. Aaron Wiggins, RA. Not a bad line overall. I can tell you, I didn't play it. But that team is interesting with all the hoops and holes they have tonight with their guys missing. Powell's also out again for them. Who's scoring for Baltimore? Good question. I think Derrick Henry could definitely get in today. I think Lamar Jackson could scramble for one. I think there's a lot of possibilities. I think it leads me. We haven't seen Lamar play in a while. So I think like getting him involved is going to be important. And I think he's going to want to get his flow back. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean he's going to go in there and he's going to be running for every touchdown or anything like that. All right. I don't want to sit here and say that. Because, like, you never know. But it seems unlikely that he's going to do everything tonight. I like Mark Andrews as well a lot tonight. As you guys know, he's on my play of the day today for 2.5 receptions. I've seen a ton of people on likely. All right. I'm just going to say what I like. I've seen a ton of people talking about likely today. I think it's Mark Andrews' day. I'm looking too snazzy. I was shooting some ads. I haven't. Let me just make it more casual. You know? Let me make it more casual. Got the Pistons. All right. That's better. More casual. Yeah, I am comfortable. I think tonight's the start of the run, chat, just so you guys know. I know a lot of you guys probably don't feel like it's been great for the last week and a half. I'm telling you right now, the run starts tonight. We go 2 for 2 on the free plays. We sweep the entire VIP, and we come eat, man. All right? If you want to get locked in with the full slate today, code NFL. That will be 50% off on the VIP, making it just $37, guys. Sorry to hear you're a Pistons fan. We're 3-1. What you talking about, Willis? We nice. We nice with it. You're sleeping. You're sleeping, my boy. You're sleeping, my boy. You're sleeping, my boy. You are sleeping. Malik Washington Tutty is a decent long shot. I agree. Keenan Allen or Waddle, but I already had Vidal. I think Waddle has a big night tonight. If there's one thing we do know, it's that the secondary for this team is terrible. He could definitely eat. I definitely think he can eat. This Tanner Connor kid could also have a decent game, I think. His line set at 11.5 tonight for receiving yards. I think he could have a decent game here. Baltimore's been really poor to tight ends. Some of the highest air yards in the entire league. So I don't hate that spot possibly too for a receiver on the Dolphins side. Could be a good opportunity for him. So Mark Andrews tonight, yeah, he's probably my favorite read. Personally, I think he's my favorite spot today. I gave him out as my play of the day. 2 receptions. Then I also took, because I'm so confident in the Ravens winning tonight, I took him and then the Ravens ML paired. I made it up plus like 105. Why do I think Tua's going to play like prime Brady? It's possible. Lamar Jackson usually has pretty good games against the Dolphins too, but the way I look at it is they didn't have Derrick Henry back then, right? So it gets a little tough. Malik Washington's been great. We played him last week. I think, or maybe that was 2 weeks ago. I'm not exactly sure when it was we played him. We did play him relatively recently. I'll tell you the best part about tonight, though, chat. For anybody in here that's not on Chalkboard yet, for anybody that's in here, I don't know if you guys are or not. But if you're not, Chalkboard is sponsoring tonight's stream, man. And I do want to thank them over there, man, for being so amazing and sponsoring tonight's live. If you guys are not on Chalkboard yet, and it's in your state, today's play of the day doesn't need to be paired with the ML. You can straight up take the Tua square that they have for you guys for 0.5 yards tonight, and you can pair that with Mark Andrews for 2.5 receptions. That line is available there, and it turns into a 2.5x, which is really fire because you could literally just play it right off rip, and you guys don't even have to pair it up with anything. You could literally just get on there and use code HOOV, and you guys get locked right in with that free square tonight. Absolutely love that. Absolutely love that tonight. Sorry, my alarm went off. Did you guys hear that? Find it right in my profile. It's available in almost every state as well. Derrick Henry touchdown. Yeah, I think it's look, let's be real, bro. It's like minus 300, okay? Like you're not really getting some crazy value right now. Like asking me if I think Derrick Henry's going to get a touchdown, it's minus 240. Like yeah, you know? Like he should. I'm not really sure how to answer that question, you know? Like he should. He should get a touch. Like he's expected to get a touchdown. Ricard being back is definitely huge for that, bro. Creates a huge addition to the front line. Um, creates holes better as well. So I think that's very solid. Ray, appreciate the repost, my brother. Thank you. Y'all want to do a watered down lay as well tonight? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Z, what's good? How we doing, ZJ? Ricard anytime? Maybe. I think Giannis is on minute restriction since he's probable. No, I think he's fine. I have zero worries about him. Literally none. Literally no worries. AJ Green points is definitely not bad. I low-key liked somebody else in that game. That's super underrated, but I don't mind that spot in any capacity. Bancaro or Wagner tonight for points. I think Paulo has a big game tonight, low-key. I didn't play it, but I do think Paulo has a big night. This is a dude who has been very passive in the scoring department so far this year and very ineffective. They're on the fence right now. They're in a must-win game, in my opinion, against the Charlotte Hornets, who are absolutely terrible. So I would say if he's going to have a big game, this is definitely the one to do it in. We'll see. What's your free pick today? So for the late game, for the NBA, I'm taking Miles Turner over 5.5 rebounds. I love that spot for Miles Turner today. He's turned into an actual rebounding big so far this year, which is awesome to see. It's pretty awesome to see. Caught that at minus 135 earlier. I think it's moved quite a bit now to like minus 140s, but still very playable. Again, you could find that on Chalkboard. All right, you can find that on Chalkboard. If you're not on Chalkboard yet, make sure you guys use code HOOVE, HOOVE. On Chalkboard tonight, when you use code HOOVE, you get a match up to 100 as well as the free 2.5 square tonight. So I highly recommend that. That would be my play over there, along with my NFL play today, which is Mark Andrews 2.5 receptions. Now, I also liked the Ravens to win tonight. I do think they get the win. So because of that, I did add him to the or add that to it, which ended up making it like a 102, I think. As a Pacers fan, I can't play Turner. His role on this team is different so far. He's been rebounding very, very well. A lot of weak side boards, though, off not attacking on Giannis' side because Giannis gets brought out out of isolation and away from the basket a bunch to try to create around the rim. So that tends to help. Hold on one second. Here's that for you there, my boy. Hang on one sec. For those that are over on who was that? Your name is just a ninja emoji. I don't really know your name. All right, I don't know your name, bro. But let me get you the information there. All right, let me get you the information for that. Henry 2 fumbles. Oh, you're diabolical, bro. You're diabolical. There you go, bro. There's the direct right to Chalkboard. Make sure you use code HOOVE, man. Chalkboard's also got you get 25, I think, too, which is fire. Who should I put on my UD streak? I don't know. What day are you on? No pressure. No pressure. Who's scoring touchdowns tonight? I obviously think Derrick Henry could get in very easily. yards or a tutty. I mean, either are possible. I think I lean Lamar Jackson more than I lean Henry on the rushing yards, but I do lean Henry for a touchdown. Day 5. I love Mark Andrews at 2.5 receptions. I've seen the whole world try to tell me that they think it's likely day. Like literally every person in the entire universe seems to like likely today. So, that makes me pretty confident on Mark Andrews over 2.5 receptions. I absolutely love that line. Like I said, if you're not on Chalkboard yet, you guys can use code HOOVE, HOOVE, just like my name. And when you get on there, you guys can literally lock it in on Chalkboard with the free square for Tua tonight, which is 0.5 yards. Everyone, Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers. That's an interesting poll. I'm really excited to see this Ravens team with their full lineup again. Full disclosure. There's probably not enough people talking about it, but like I'm very excited to see what this team actually looks like fully locked back in, bro. You know, I feel like we haven't really seen this team healthy and moving right in a while. So I'm very excited to see how that goes tonight. Can we stop spamming me, Zach? Kelsey or Ferg? I'm not sure. I haven't looked that far ahead into the week. Does Ohio have chalkboard? Let me look for you. Let me look. One sec. Let me look for you. So Ohio sadly does not have it, bro. Chad. But what I can recommend to you, since you're in Ohio, bro, and you can't get on chalkboard, which I would recommend chalkboard first, obviously. Ohio also has Onyx and Rebet, Onyx and Rebet, Rebet. Again, you can find those right in my profile. But when you use code Hoove there as well, you could get a pretty fire thing. Onyx is you do 10, you get 100. And Rebet, I think, is like you get 25 and then a match to 100. So I'd highly recommend that, bro. I'd highly recommend those. User, you have to make sure if you purchase the subscription using code any of the codes or locked in code NFL tonight. NFL will get you 50% off on the monthly plan, making it just $37 for the whole month. That is you need to connect to the server afterwards, bro. So make sure if you're not in there yet, you join the server. Mark Andrews, 25 plus receiving. I took his receptions, but I think that's a solid line, yes. Dak or Murray? Man, that was a lot of tough questions there. Play for tonight. I'm taking Mark Andrews, 2.5 receptions. Again, I like that line a lot. And again, if you're not on Chalkboard yet, you guys can use code HOOVE and you can pair that with the free Tua Square. All right. They've got a Tua Square for 0.5 yards there tonight. Pretty fire. That's a perfect pair. If you're not able to get on Chalkboard because it's not in your state, like I said, Onyx or Rebet are also fire. You can find those again in my profile as well. And with that, you could pair the Andrews up with the Ravens ML. That's what I did. And then for the NBA tonight, I took Miles Turner, 5.5 rebounds. I'm telling you right now, guys, and I'll say this again. If you are not locked into the VIP yet, it is $37. Okay? $37, bro. Use code NFL. Get locked in. Get the 50% off. The run starts this week. I'm telling you right now, I feel great about our slate tonight. I think we're in a very good spot. And I think we're going to absolutely fucking cook. So get ready to go. Make sure you guys get locked in. Look who it is. Chalkboard in the building, man. Look at him. Look at him. Right there, y'all. If you guys are not on Chalkboard yet, like I said, use code HOOV. You'll get that match, and you get the free Tua square, and you can pair that up with the Mark Andrews 2.5 receptions. Makes it an easy 2.5x. Fire. Donald or Love? Donald. Donald Duck? Yeah, I'll put a jackpot play out. Yep. Yes, sir. I'll do that for you. I got you. Uh, 20 yards for Andrews. Yeah, seems valid. I like the 2.5 receptions there. So is 3 too risky? What do you mean? 3 plus? Like that's the same thing as 2.5. I'm confused. Might I ask what? I guess I don't understand the question. You want him to get 4 or 3? Because those are two different things. Those. Oh, 4. 4 receptions is a lot, bro. Although I think he could have a massive game, 4 receptions is a lot, bro. Pecan drum. Yes, user. That's what you have to join after you subscribe, bro. Yep. Zay Flowers or Josh Downs. Man, Zay Flowers should have a decent game. I'm not incredibly high on him. Uncle Billy, what he do? I got red. I got blue. Henry Tutty. Uh, Hopkins yards. Maybe. Uh, maybe. Yeah, see, the mitten does stink for that stuff, bro. 100%. 100%, bro. Uh, yeah, so if you guys want my entire slate, you could get it in my profile, man. You guys get locked in with our VIP. That has all of our plays every day. Yep. Could use code NFL for 50% off on that. Makes it $37 for the entire month. How's the fam? They're out trunk or treating. My wife and her best friend are trunk or treating right now. I get to take the kids tomorrow around the neighborhood while my wife stays at home for candy, probably. And I'm gonna go out and trunk or treat with or trick or treat with the kids. So they're having a good time. I'm happy they're having a good time, and hopefully they'll. That was you. I'm sorry. That was my dog. She was outside. She wanted in. I thought somebody was at the door, but I didn't. Yeah. Anyway. Anyway. Do I like candy? It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Uh, Wagner rebounds. What? Franz Wagner? Yeah, it's not a bad look. Start ETN. I'm not sure, honestly. Yes, the last 2 days of the VIP have been a lot better than the last week and a half. If you guys know, we had a really rough run of variants. Arguably the worst run of variants I've had in 7 months. I think it was the worst since early spring. Um, so 6 months. So that being said, I feel like we're on the verge of absolutely starting to cook again. I know everybody's talking about, oh, Hoof, bro, you shit sucked. I understand. All right, and I never run from it. I'm always honest about it. There in life, in this stuff, bro, and if you're actually a long season veteran, you know this. If you've been doing this for a long time, you know this. There's going to be runs where you do really, really good, and there's going to be runs where you do really, really bad, bro. Why? Because there's variance in this stuff, bro. Then no matter how good I am at what I do, there's going to be times, no matter how good or bad my research is, that things are not going to drop the way they're supposed to for us. All right. I will always say and stand on, I know what I'm doing and what I've done works, and it has worked for the last 3 years. And there's a reason I have over 270,000 followers across all platforms. And it's not luck. It's not because I'm trash. It's because I know what I'm doing. I'm good at what I do, and I've had success long term. A lot of people want to come in and be overnight sensations and just explode and do great and make $1 million. It's not how this shit works, bro. And it's unrealistic and it's not reality. The reality is there's going to be some really, really good days. There's going to be some really, really bad days, bro. But all I know is every day that we show up, we get good value, we find the edge, and long term, that makes us profitable. I can't sadly make the short term amazing or great. Sometimes it's going to be good, sometimes it's going to be bad. But I will come on here and tell you guys every single day that when I am having poor runs or I'm not sitting here, going, yeah, dude, we had 10 units last night. We did 10 units last night. That's not the time to jump in. The time to subscribe is when guys who are bad at this, the time to subscribe is when they're hot. But guys who are good at this, the best time to subscribe is when they're cold. Why? Because one, the price is lower. It's only $37 for the entire month. And two, when I'm on a run where I've been cold or haven't been doing amazing, right? That means the run of really, really good times is going to be great, right? It's kind of like when you buy low, you sell high, right? You want to be in on that low run because that's when you truly get the opportunity to see a huge increase. And I think people sleep on that opportunity a bunch. They'd rather just, they'd rather just troll or talk nonsense during mid streaks, right? Instead of realizing the value that's presented to themselves in those moments. Pick of the Miami game. I love Mark Andrews 2.5 receptions with the Ravens to win tonight. That's why I play that I'm giving out for free today. But if you want to take that over on CHALKBOARD, which you guys can, on CHALKBOARD, Mark Andrews over 2.5 receptions. And if you're new on CHALKBOARD and use code HOOV, you guys get the opportunity to lock in not only Mark Andrews 2.5, but with a free 2.5 yard square. All right. So that's pretty fire. I'd highly recommend that. Tanner Connor actually is in an interesting spot, Alan. I don't hate that, bro. Deadass, I don't hate that, bro. I really don't. I looked at it for a while. I actually was just looking at it a little bit ago. I don't hate that line, bro. 2 receptions for a guy that they probably will use a decent amount seems really, really interesting to me. It's really not that. Like, I don't know, 13.5 yards, 2 receptions. It's not bad. It's definitely not. It's definitely not. I very much am thinking. I've thought about playing it. Ravens give up a ton to tight ends in the receiving department. Yards. Yes, you have to apply code NFL on that user, and you'll get locked in with the 50% off, bro. Yes, sir. I feel like we're on some beautiful fucking spots today, chat. Trap game. I don't think it could be a trap game, Joseph, because the Ravens need to win. If the Ravens do not win this game, their season may be over. I think they're going to get belt to ass, personally. I think we're going to see belt to ass. by the Ravens tonight. I think the Ravens are going to absolutely cook. This is a Ravens team who's been without their starting quarterback. They've looked like absolute dog. They've got healthy guys back. Lamar's back. This team is on the verge of collapse if they do not win tonight. I don't think there's a world in which this is a trap game. I think the Ravens know they need to show up tonight and take care of business. In my opinion. Half joking about, I mean, bro, he could. I I just got a weird tickle in my throat. I'm not actually sick. Henry for a fumble is diabolical work, but like low key, bro, has been choking, dog. Yeah, y'all never get like a tickle in your throat, like a what do they call that? Like a frog? Not a frog. A frog? Did I just say frog? Is it a frog in your throat? What's the word for that, chat? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Why are you making me sound like silly? Why are you making me sound silly here? Tyrese Hill? Never heard of him. Who the hell is Tyrese Hill? Hey, chat, y'all familiar with Tyrese Hill? Any Tyrese Hill fans? I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking with you, bro. Tyreek Hill is not playing. No. Mark Andrews or Juwan Johnson. I think Mark Andrews is about to have himself a fucking night. I think he's about to have a big night, bro. Yeah, Dom, I'm just fucking with you, bro. It's good. It's good. It's good. I'm just trolling you, literally. Hit the follow button, bro. It's all love over here. I was just fucking with you. Tua any good today? I think Tua has a decent game. I think Jalen Waddle's gonna have to get active. So I don't hate that. I don't hate that. I don't hate it. Henry 2 tutties and 100 yards. I mean, it's possible for sure. I think Waddle's going to have a good game. Personally, yes. I think he's going to have a good game. I'll tell you this. My wagon's back on the table. My wagon's back on the table. That's all I know. The wagon is back on the table. Bro, everybody thinks it's going to be likely tonight. It's going to be Mark Andrews. It's going to be Mark Andrews. Everybody thinks it's going to be likely. So much so that the entire world seems to think it's likely today. Phelan, welcome to the family, bro. Make sure you guys use code NFL for 50% off to get all of our all the action tonight. All I know is I know my line that I love tonight. I kept that one in the pocket for the VIP members, but I love that one. Again, Mark Andrews is probably my favorite play today. I truly mean that. Two and a half reception for him looks great. Bateman's not bad. He tends to do well in prime time. From everything I was looking at, if I'm not mistaken. He does good in prime time. Washington anytime. I mean, I don't hate it. I don't know. I also just don't love it, you know? I don't love it. I don't hate it. Yeah, tonight my favorite play for the NFL. Mark Andrews, 2.5 receptions. And I took that with the uh words are hard. I took that with the Ravens to win. I might have a couple more in the VIP tonight. Yes. I've got 5 basketball plays, uh 4 NFL plays. We've got a pretty decent slate overall. I want to really make sure that we're only doing fine-tuned stuff today. I'm not really interested in anything else. I don't want to hand out things that don't sound great. Back in the VIP now after hearing half price. Yeah, dude, like I said, look, there's a time to buy everything in life, bro. If you've sat around and you've believed in me at any point in your entire life, watching me, whether it's been years, whether it's been months, whether it's been days, whatever it is, I'm telling you right now, using code NFL and getting locked in today is the best possible thing you could do. $37 is dirt cheap. It's $1.25 a day. And on top of that, we haven't been the hottest people in the planet right now, all right? We've been very, very poor. So that means, realistically, if you truly believe in what I do and what I'm good at, which is this shit, the other way will happen. The scale will switch. That's how this works, bro. And the reason why a lot of you guys in this space get absolutely fucking fried is because you jump from person to person to person to person to person to person. Now, part of that is most of the guys you follow aren't actually good. But the second part is when guys like myself go on a cold streak or don't do great, you abandon ship or you run away or you say, bro, you're washed, you're trash, you fell off. And then you come back a month later and I'm on fire again. And you're like, oh, bro, you weren't on fire when I joined the VIP before. And I said, yeah, bro, because variance is a real thing. And you have to trust the process and stay with the system, right? It's a vicious cycle, bro. It's a very vicious cycle. And a lot of people aren't built for it, and it sucks. But I'm telling you right now, use code NFL, get the 50% off. It's $37. At the very least, you're pissed at me about $37. At the very best, we catch fucking fire tonight, we cook, and you never look back, and you're happy as fuck you bought in super low. Any thoughts on touchdown scores tonight? Yeah, I have some. I like the Ravens to win tonight. I don't know if I like them at 7.5, but I do like the Ravens. Mark Andrews' first touchdown. I do think Mark Andrews can get in the end zone today. Yes, I will say that. I do think he can get in the end zone tonight. My food is here. Yes. Mark Andrews, 20 yards. DeAndre Hopkins, 1 reception. I don't hate it. Estrada, what's good? How we doing? Please stop spamming me, though, bro. I promise I will try to read your comments. It's hard sometimes when you send a million questions. All right, I do try. I promise. If you had to guess who's getting first tutty tonight, I have no idea. Uh, just use the match on chalkboard. Welcome to the family, brother. Let's go. Yes, sir. Why are we knocking at my door for my food? Hang on, chat. I appreciate the courtesy. I do appreciate the courtesy. I do appreciate that. I'm not mad about it, but normally people don't knock, you know? Oh, 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 oh. Mm-hmm. All right. Anyway, back to work. Malik Washington start or Wandell Robinson? Is that even a question? Is that even a question, bro? Did you deadass just ask me if you should start Wandell Robinson or Malik Washington? What? What? Yo, LJ, what's good, my boy? Welcome to the family, brother. Hey, I'm pretending like I know how to use these, bro. I wish I did. I look like I could use them, right? Yeah, I actually don't. I'm gonna go. I gotta go get a fork. Hang on one second, my guys and gals over on X and stuff. Hang on one sec. I gotta go get this real quick. I need a fork. Under on Giannis is ridiculous. Yeah, please don't do that. Harvey's been getting a ton of usage lately. He's kind of been stealing goal lines. Could be interesting. Which is crazy because Dobbin is such a workhorse. I don't know. They don't like him. Like they legitimate. I legitimately don't think they like him, bro. I legitimately don't think that they like him. Like, legitimately. I don't think they like him, bro. I don't get the usages that much for him. I don't know. Dobbins has his weeks though where he's really good and then also really shit. They don't like to reward him though. So I don't know. As a player's coach, like I don't know. I feel like you gotta have more. I don't know. It's a demotivating factor to somebody like Dobbins who runs the ball down the entire field and then they don't use him. Paulo Shea, Bam, Adebayo all score in the first quarter. It's possible. Magic winning today? I think they do. Personally, but they've been really fucking bad, bro. They've been terrible. Honestly, some of the worst football or some of the worst basketball I've ever seen. That was a team, bro. I thought they were going to take a quantum leap this year and be absolutely incredible. And they've been nothing short of the biggest disappointment in the NBA this year. Like, I legitimately mean that from the bottom of my heart. They might be the biggest disappointment in the league this year. So far. I know we're only 5 games in or whatever, but like, they legitimately might be the biggest bust I've ever seen so far this year. Like, they've been such a letdown. Oh my God. They've been such a letdown. Guys, I'm not here to answer fantasy questions. All right? I'm not here to answer fantasy questions. I'm not a fantasy head. I'm not here for fantasy questions, bro. Take those to a fantasy football head. That's not me. get paid today. That's the plan, man. Like I said, code NFL, bro. Take it and get the 50% off. I'm telling you right now, bro. I'm due for a massive fucking run. And all y'all have the chance to buy low and be a part of it. Just lock the fuck in. It's $37. If I'm not green in the next 30 days, you can literally come back and personally bash me as much as you want. I'm telling you, bro. Shit ain't happening. I think we're about to have a 10-unit night tonight, personally. Takes one night, bro, and everything switches. The whole fucking momentum shifts. Everything goes our way, and we're freaking high-fiving and doing backflips. Zay Flowers under receptions. Man, Zay Flowers is interesting tonight. I don't know how to judge that look, quite honestly. I don't know how to judge that look all the way. Derrick Henry going up. He could also have a great night tonight. Hang on, I'm pouring this on my ramen. Passionate from miles away. Dolphins defense is hurting, bro. The Dolphins aren't winning this game. They're gonna get suplexed, bro. They're gonna get legitimately suplexed. All right. I don't think this is even gonna be a game. I don't think it's gonna be a game. If they do what they're supposed to do, this game should be absolutely a smoke fest. As long as this game is exactly what it should be, this should be a smoke fest. The Dolphins should get blown out, and the Ravens should win. Now, it's a primetime game on Thursday, which has been absolutely garbage so far this year. So I don't expect that much of greatness. Literally, every Thursday nighter this year has been absolute buns. Like, absolutely terrible. But maybe this will finally be the one that's actually remotely decent. I don't know. You know, it could be. I'll remain pleasantly optimistic. Yeah, I think the Ravens are actually in a really great spot, and I do think they take care of business today. I really do. Grove Street. Flocka. Who do I like for tutties today? Good question. I mean, I like a couple of different spots. I think Derrick Henry could get in. I think Lamar rushing is definitely a remote possibility. I do like Devon Achane. I think Mark Andrews could get in. I'm not like in love with the. There's too many options, I feel like. Henry too? Yeah, it's possible. Henry's been really bad this year, so I'd love to see that be the case. No, I didn't play Devon Achane in a single slip. But I'm saying I do think he has a potential to get in the end zone. I do think it's a possibility he could get in the end zone. Franz Wagner points is a possibility for sure. Mark Andrews, 2.5 receptions. Yes, that is my favorite play of the night. Like I said, I gave that out with the Ravens ML. If you are not on Chalkboard yet tonight, though, you guys can use code HOOVE, HOOVE. You get a match over on Chalkboard. You can also get the free Tua square tonight. Tua Tagovailoa 0.5 passing square. Passing yard square. I highly recommend that if you're not on there yet. That would be my recommendation to y'all. But if not, hold on. How many of y'all are not on Chalkboard yet? Show of hands. I think everybody should be on every book in their state, by the way. That's my personal belief. How many of y'all are not on Chalkboard yet? HM rushing. Yeah, it's not terrible as an alt line. Kelsey or Ertz? I'm not sure. I will tell you this. The Charlotte Hornets are a lot better than they've been in years past. Do I like the Ravens spread? Maybe at 6.5. We do have to account for the fact that Lamar Jackson could be a step slow tonight. Do I think he will be? No. But no, I've got NBA as well today. My NBA free play was Miles Turner rebounds at 5.5. I really think Lamar Jackson can get in the end zone too, man. I really do. Like, obviously, Henry's the right one, right in front of your face. But I think Lamar could rush one in. Dolphins over 21 points. That's a lot, bro. I don't know. The Ravens defense does stink, though. Would you take the 7.5? I just took the ML and Andrews, bro. That was the play that I gave out. If you wanted to play what I played today, that's what I gave out. I hope we hit tonight. We're going to. I'm going to tell you one thing, bro. They can't hold us down forever. I'll tell you that right now. Yeah, Mark Williams, 2.5 receptions, bro. And then I like that with the Ravens tonight. Those are that was the pairing. But if you're not on Chalkboard yet, like I said, use code HOOVE, HOOVE. Guys can get on Chalkboard and lock in. I think there's a lot of value on that today. They have a free Tua square for 0.5 yards as well that you can pair Mark Andrews up with. Oh, excuse me, by the way. So, yeah, that would be my recommendation there. If you're not on Chalkboard, use code HOOVE, HOOVE. When you do, you guys get locked in with that. Very, very fire. That'll get you absolutely gassed with a 2.5x on the Mark Andrews spot. plus a match, which is a cool of 100. Do I like the points under? I did not take the points under. Waddle for 40 is probably better than Waddle for 4 receptions. I think he'll catch a couple big ones. The secondary for the Ravens is not that great. I think this game could be a real shootout, bro. Damn, my jaw might be broke. I'm lost on KC Buffalo. I'm not touching that game for either side. Henry for sure getting in tonight. He should have a good night. Yeah, he should be able to get in the end zone as well. Drake London and Nico Collins. I don't know their matchups this week, to be completely honest, bro. I don't want to lie and give you a direction when I don't know for sure. You know? Yeah, good advice, bro. Look, I'm gonna tell you guys all this right now, man. If you guys are in here right now, do me a favor. At least hit the follow button, man. I know a lot of you guys probably are steering off after the last couple days, and I get that. But do yourself a favor, bro. Please hit the follow button if you're new. I know a lot of you guys are probably misguided and not in very good spots in this space. And I know a lot of you guys probably been rocking with some really bad handicappers over time. Now, obviously, in the last week and a half, you could say that I'm a shitty handicapper. I'm not gonna sit here and say that I'm not, in that category for the last week and a half. But over the last 3 years of doing this shit as a business, I've done absolutely incredible work. We've done 23 of our last 27 months in the green. I'm going to sadly finish this month on a red note, unless we go crazy the next 2 days. We could smack back-to-back 10-unit days and be up, But I want to just remind everybody that if you guys are in this space, man, long-term gains aren't built overnight. And I know that a lot of you guys are probably sitting here like, bro, Hoof, like I want to get out of this hole I'm in. I want to get rich. I want to make all this chicken. And I totally get it, bro. And I want you to understand that, like, that isn't going to get you where you want. Like, trying to get to that point instantaneously will not help. And I want you guys to understand that whether you're in a hole, whether you're not, whether you're struggling, whether you're succeeding, just understand it's a long-term game, bro. And I try to make sure you guys completely understand that with what I do. All right. It's long-term, bro. There's going to be nights where the system works great. There's going to be nights where the system doesn't work great. All right. And I just want to remind everybody, trust the process here with me. If you guys are locked in, trust that. I've got you. All right. Waddle for a tutty tonight. I didn't play him, but he definitely could get in. One deep ball, and that's all it takes. I'm still debating on what I run for my plays. I just truly haven't decided yet. I truly just haven't decided yet. Dude, this camera is probably tripping y'all heavy. I don't know why it tracks like that. You're running Mark Andrews over 3 in ML. Yes, Ben, that's my play, brother. That is my play. Yep. Yep. And like I said, guys, if you want my full slate tonight, code NFL will get you the VIP for just $37 for the whole month. Did we shake the cold streak? Y'all in hot. Hold on. John, hold on. Yeah, Donovan Mitchell had 5 of 6 from 3 in the first half, and then didn't play the rest of the game, and they didn't shoot the rest of the game. Right. Makes sense. How many of y'all are like John right now in hiding, waiting for me to shake this cold streak and go stupid? Y'all all know it's coming too. How many of y'all are just creeping? How many of y'all are just waiting patiently? I already know it. I already know every person who's going to be in here. Me, bro. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all, bro. Fuck y'all. Bro said, I'm waiting. I'm sniping the line, bro. Listen. I'm telling you it starts tonight. You could believe me. You could not believe me. That's up to you. But I'm telling you right now, the climb back starts tonight. And you can get locked in for 37 and rock with the climb. All right? I'll tell you right now, though, when we sweep for 10 units tonight in the VIP, it ain't going to be $37 tomorrow. All right? It ain't going to be $37 tomorrow. That's all I know. So y'all can wait it out. Sit on the edge of the storm. Be a camper. All right? I get it. I get it. Miles Turner, 5.5 rebounds tonight. Barbecue chicken. Mark Andrews, 2 receptions and the Ravens ML. Barbecue chicken. Yesterday's price is not tomorrow's price. This is true. So I'm telling you right now, 37, bro. The cold streak's over. Starting tonight. Cold streak's over starting tonight. And starting tomorrow when we sweep, shit's going back to 50 for sure. Maybe even the full 75. I don't know. Nah, I'm not that devious. I'd let it probably be 50 or 60. I'm not going full price yet. I don't deserve the full price yet after that little bit of a spurt we had. But it sure won't be 37 again, bro. We do have NHL in the VIP. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Code NFL for that 50% off, man. Make it just 37. Gadsden for Vidal? Bro, why would you trade Gadsden? Have you seen that kid? He's a freak. Ah, shit. My mother-in-law is here. Hang on one second, chat. NHL Smack It too, yes, sir. Yes, 37 is all for the entire month with code NFL. Yep, on the monthly plan. All right. Kraft is a tight end. Oh, you have 2? All right. Well, then maybe. Maybe. Dude, I love this slate today. Fudge. Hold on. Lamar and Ollie Tutty. Ooh, I like the Lamar spot. You already liked Butter? Who's Butter? You talking about Jimmy Butter? Jimmy Butter? That's my guy. Shout out Jimmy Butter. CJ McCollum for 15 points. Jimmy for 4.5 assists. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. Javonte Williams for Jettas. Man, Jettas has been trash this year, honestly. Mark Andrews tonight. Dude, the touchdown for Mark Andrews does look clean. Derrick Henry could get 2. Just because. I honestly think Derrick Henry first touchdown's probably really good. I like Mark Andrews at plus 190 a lot. I just don't see a ton of value in playing Derrick Henry here. Like, it's really not that great a value. I think Waddle and Lamar are decent. I think Derrick Henry is obviously a gimme. I do think Mark Andrews has a good spot to get in as well. So it's like, and I guess you could also look at Bateman or Likely too if you're really feeling saucy. Back to eating ramen for dinner. I'm eating ramen, but not poverty ramen. I actually really enjoy ramen. Blah. Lamar touchdown. Yeah, I don't hate that, bro. I really don't. Drip. Drip, drip, splash. Excuse me, please me. Almost. Believe me, believe me. Get beat. I'm flexing Rari's. You can. Skirt, skirt. Lamar rushing yards looks good tonight, too. Yeah, I don't hate that, bro. Mike and y'all pimping. Me and my millions. Tua for 1 passing. I think Tua could have a great night tonight, low key. Yeah, booyah. That's what I gave out, bro. Yes, sir. That's my play of the day. Again, if you're not on Chalkboard yet, you guys can use code HOOVE, HOOVE. And over there, they've got the free square for Tua Tagovailoa as well. And you guys can use Tua 0.5 yards and get the pairing with him and Mark Andrews for 2.5 receptions, and it turns into a 2.5x. Turns into a 2.5x. So I do like that. I think Mark Andrews is in a perfect spot for a ladder, low key. But you know, nothing's guaranteed here, man. You know, but I feel like he's in a pretty good spot. I think he's in a pretty good spot. Excuse me, please me. Believe me, believe me. Yippee. Cause I'm flexing Rari's. You can bet on me. Dude, Jaime Jaquez. All right, let's look. Hold on. Allen or Addison for what? Keenan Allen? D Hop Tutty's not a bad look. If you like D Hop, I guess. Monday. Oh. All right, this is like probably not the greatest play in the world, but I actually think it's really decently nice. Let's change this to the last like week. Traded Debo, Brees, and Johnson for Drake London and Cortland Sutton. What? I don't know. Henry or Andrews? Henry. Which Henry? Derek or Hunter Henry? I'm not here to answer fantasy questions, guys. You're asking the wrong guy. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. You're asking the wrong fucking dude about fantasy football. I don't track PPR. I don't track any of that shit. So if you're asking about fantasy football, I'm telling you right now, you're asking the wrong guy. Booker wanted to score 32 points yesterday. Okay. Oh, you wanted to play this time, Booker? Oh, you wanted to actually be nice, Booker? Okay, brother. Okay. I see you. I see you. You decided you wanted to be good today. You woke up on the right side of the bed and said, hey, you know what? It's my time. Sorry, Hoof. I know you had me to win today, but, you know, you're not getting my assist because I'm going to score 32 fucking points for the first time all season. Okay. Everybody and their mother loves Likely tonight, just so you guys know. I don't know if you guys know that yet or have realized that yet, but everybody and their fucking mother is telling me how much Likely is going to have the biggest game of the entire fucking year today. Okay. I'll just be here when I tell you it was Mark Andrews, and it's Mark Andrews. Just remember I told you that. All right? Just don't forget about your boy when I told y'all that. I tried to tell you. I tried to tell y'all. Just know I tried to warn you. You didn't want to listen to your boy, but I couldn't stop you. I couldn't stop you. Nothing in my heart of hearts would allow me to get you guys stopped. You just couldn't listen. Just couldn't do it. I understand. I hear you loud and clear. Loud and clear, my brother and sisters. I understand where you're coming from. I get it. I understand. I tried to stop you. I tried to warn you. He's been hurt, was taking over last year. Jackson is back and Likely is healthy. Then let's see it. Let's see it. Again, who knows? Who knows? I've been wrong a lot this week. Maybe I'll be wrong again. Maybe I'll be wrong again. Waddle, yeah, I think he has a good game tonight. End zone, very possible. I think it's very possible. Andrews, anytime tutty. Yeah, if they get in near the red zone, I think he will. I've just seen everybody and their mother tell me how it's so much his day today. Like, everybody and their fucking brother. That's all I've been hearing today. You know, I'm not saying it's bad. I don't see any Mark Andrews though on my timeline, and all I see is Likely. Usually that means as a society you're cooked. I gotta go get this for my mother-in-law real quick. Hang on, chat. All right. Sorry, guys. Chad, I'm out of shape. I just lost stamina. I might have just lost stamina running up and down the stairs. That's tough. All right. I need to get in the gym, chat. Officially. That's diabolical. That's diabolical, man. Devon H.N. touchdown. Yeah, I think H.N. could get in. Yes. I think Henry gets in. I think H.N. and Henry are like locks. Obviously, with their Vaughn values, right? Everybody else after that, though, is like a complete toss-up. I like Mark Andrews, 2.5 receptions, and I paired that with the Ravens to win today. Yep. 2 rushing yards. Definitely looks solid. Kyler Lawrence. I'm not answering any fantasy questions. NBA, Miles Turner for 5.5 rebounds today. Banger. Jay, would you rather me cook your fantasy team? I can, bro. If you'd rather me cook your fantasy team, I'll give you advice. Let me cook your fantasy team real quick. Hold on, come back. Come back. Let me cook your fantasy team. Sorry you're mad because I'm trying to help you, buddy. I don't understand. It's diabolical work, bro. Your boys over here just trying to help the general public, man. This is a long shot. Mark Andrews under a rushing yard. Is that even a real line? Where are you playing that on? Chalk or Prize? Slurp was wild, bro. I'm eating. What 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 do you want me to do? The fuck? What am I supposed to do, bro? What? Long shot. Greg, yo, you know what? His volume's actually been a decent amount, and they do stick to tight ends. I don't hate that look. I honestly don't hate that look, bro. I don't. Lamar Jackson for an anytime tutty. I like Lamar to get in. Yeah, I do. I do. I think he could get in. Josh Jobs or Malik Washington. Again, I'm not answering fantasy questions. I don't want to cook your team. Wemby for 30 points. Dude, he's got to have a bad game eventually. I don't want to be the guy, but like, I feel like he has to have a bad game eventually. Y'all might hate me for that. Oh, don't talk about my glorious king like that, Hoof. Okay, I'm sorry, but the Heat are not a good matchup for him. They're not a good matchup for him. They're not a good matchup. Andrews over 2.5 receptions and yes, Ravens ML and Andrews over 2.5 receptions. My free play of the day that I posted for you guys. Yep. Everything else that I have for tonight for that game is in the VIP. Already posted. Heat aren't stopping Wemby though. Bam Adebayo. I know nobody likes Bam, but like he is a good defender, bro. He is a good defender. I know nobody wants to hear that, but like Bam Adebayo is a good defender. And I know that's blasphemy to some people, but like he is a good defender, bro. He is till he isn't. I mean, okay. I don't really know how to respond to that, bro. I I don't know. I I think Bam's a good defender. Kuminga PRA, man, I don't know. It's a tough matchup for him, I think here. I lean more on like a guy like Jimmy Butler probably there, personally. Paint defense is something that the Bucks actually do well for the most part. Mid-range and 3 on the other hand, not so great. Also, sidebar, Kyle Kuzma's been playing really well. I know like he hasn't shown that on like the offensive end, but like on the defensive end, he's played very well, bro. I don't think enough people are talking about that. I think he's been playing really well. Agree or disagree? What do you guys think? You agree with me? I feel like he's low-key been playing really well. Feels incredibly underrated with how he's been performing. I don't know. Maybe I'm cracked for that statement. Mark Andrews touchdown tonight. I think so. I'm gonna really mess with Ali, bro. He definitely is the goal line back. I mean, I wouldn't hate you if you like to play there. Like point blank, I would not hate you on that front. Like I don't think it's a bad read on your end. I don't think it's bad. All right, I got a play going up at the VIP for a lotto. I don't think it's bad. By the way, guys, my favorite play is Mark Andrews over 2.5 receptions tonight. But if you guys are not on Chalkboard yet, you guys can do yourselves a favor and get locked in on Chalkboard. When you use code HOOVE, HOOVE, you guys get a match up to 100, which is fire. And then you also get the opportunity, like I said, to get the Tua Tagovailoa free square there today. I would highly recommend playing that if you haven't yet. I think there's a ton of value on that. You automatically get a 2.5x on the play. And like I said before, being on Chalkboard is incredible because it's one of the best platforms for DFS in the entire market, man. So if you're not on there and locked in, I would highly recommend that. All right. Every platform you could get on and take advantage of the match and the double deposit to be able to make it so you guys have double your bankroll is incredibly important. Lock for tonight depends on which one. What do you want? NBA or you want NFL? Well, both are posted already. All right, they're already posted. For the NFL tonight, I am taking Mark Andrews 2.5 receptions, and I'm pairing that with the Ravens to win. And then for the NBA, I like Miles turnover 5.5 rebounds a lot tonight. I think it's a really good spot. Hopefully he doesn't forget how to rebound tonight. That's my only concern. That's my only concern. Sometimes Miles Turner forgets how to rebound. If you know, you know. I didn't play Kaminga today. Tate, appreciate the let him cooks. What's good, my boy? Yes, Mark Andrews, 2.5 receptions. Oh, do you like Tua rushing? Yeah, I think both actually are pretty decent tonight. My favorite play is Mark Andrews, 2.5 receptions tonight. And I paired that up, like I said, with the Ravens to win. I think the Ravens are about to go on a generational run and probably not lose for like 2 months. That's my personal opinion. I think that they're going to just absolutely cook. Here are two guys who are soaring over their rebounds tonight in the NBA. One, Miles Turner for 8+ rebounds. Uh, that's my opinion. Two, Jaime Jaquez over 8+ rebounds. There's a little long shot. Yeah, I paired the Ravens ML to match that up. Yes, sir. Yep. Mark Andrews, Lamar, and Ollie. I lean Mark Andrews. I like Lamar. I still think Devon Achane is getting in the end zone tonight. I believe Derrick Henry also probably gets in the end zone tonight. This game could be an absolute shootout as long as both teams come to play. So I think I'd lean on the over of any on that. So that would mean more That would lean more to the more touchdowns would make sense to the correlation to the over. I can understand the Ellie Gordon spot. I'm telling you, I personally did not play it. Everyone's heavy on Lamar tonight. He hasn't played a game in weeks, brother. It's Lamar fucking Jackson, first of all. Second of all, he's coming back after getting extra rest last week by not playing. Trust me, bro. If Lamar wasn't healthy, he wouldn't be playing. I said what I said. I'm gonna trust my gut and take a Lamar pick. You think he's gonna throw an interception tonight? All right. I mean, I guess. I don't hate that. I mean, it's possible the Dolphins, I guess, could get a pick. They're terrible on defense, but maybe. Man, my stomach is grumbling, fumbling, stumbling. How many rushing yards do you think Lamar gets tonight? I think he could cook. I think everybody's underrating how much Lamar. Like, did y'all forget how good Lamar Jackson is? Did anybody forget? If you did, you're probably going to be reminded tonight. You're probably going to be reminded tonight. Yeah, all I'm gonna say is like if you guys forgot what Lamar does, then like I can understand that. I can get it, but like other than that, bro, there's no excuse to not think Lamar Jackson doesn't cook tonight. They've given him plenty of time to rest, plenty of time to get healthy, plenty of time to lock in. Right? So I just don't see a world in which he doesn't come out and cook today. They've been extra cautious, bro. I would agree. LJ, TD, and Henry. I think both could definitely get in, bro. Here's my thing. I also think they could absolutely just smoke them tonight. I think this could be a 30-point game. Now, am I going to play it like that? No, not completely, because obviously the Ravens defense is so bad that they can let anybody in a game, bro. Like I wish that was a lie, but like they let anybody into games. Here are two guys who are going to absolutely soar over their lines for points tonight in the NBA. Here are two guys who are going to absolutely soar over their points in the NBA tonight. One, Kyle Kuzma for 10 plus points. Kyle Kuzma. I said that out loud, bro. That made me sick. That made me sick to my fucking stomach to say out loud. Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma? Kyle Kuzma? Jeez. Sorry. Something was stuck in my fucking throat. He said no shot. Listen. All I do is play the value, bro. I know a lot of you guys are gonna get. A lot of you guys aren't okay with that. All right, but it is what it is. 2 Trey Johnson for 15 plus points. Can also sprinkle the 20 plus for Johnson with the 15 for Kuz. Kyle Kuzma, you nasty boy, don't let us down. All right. Yeah, Kyle Kuzma might be a diabolical pull. I'm not going to lie. Might be one of the most diabolical reads of all time. The crazy part is he probably will cover. That's the part that's the most insane. Of all things. All right. Derrick Henry touchdown looks good, bro. AJ Mitchell, man, I've been running him a ton. I don't love his spot as much with Isaiah Joe back, though. I will say that. I think we see a massive decrease in AJ's value with Isaiah Joe back. I could be completely wrong, but we've ran his line in almost every game this year. So I mean, I don't hate it in any capacity if you like him, bro. I will respect the play if that's how you're feeling. I could respect that. I can respect that. Devon Achane could have a good night. He could also get stuffed up. I don't know. The Ravens, dude, the Ravens are really weird, bro. I don't know. They're weird, bro. Thirty and a half PRA is a diabolical line. What are you talking about? Is Franz playing? Yeah, he should be. Should be. Should be. Hold on. Let me look at this real quick. Yeah, nah. Bro, we looking so good today. Bro, I love all my spots. I'm telling you right now, I've been saying this to you guys all week. When I get hot here, every single one of y'all is gonna be like, damn, bro, I should have locked in at $37, bro. And I'm gonna be like, yeah, bro, $37 is absolutely nothing in the grand scheme of things. And I know we haven't had the craziest run of the last couple weeks, last week and a half. It's been mid. It's been very mid. But I can tell you right now, tonight when we make 10 units and you're not in the VIP, you're gonna be wondering to yourself, damn, bro, should have been in the VIP. And I'm gonna say, yeah, bro, should have been in the VIP. All right. I'm a lot of things. Perfect is not one of them. $37 your VIP was 100 at some point last year. Yeah, I took my prices down to make it more affordable for everyone, man. I know the economy's not in the best place in the world, and I wanted to change the way I did things this year to make it so I could try to have everybody have better opportunity. That's why I did what I did this year with the price. I thought it was the best move, so that's why I did it. You know, I really was trying to look out for everybody. To be honest, that was what I was trying to do. I was trying to look out for everybody. I have a pretty decent amount of money in my life. I've got a pretty good life. I own 3 houses. Like, life is good, bro. I'm still running a business, and I still have people I pay that run stuff for me on the back end and do things for me, and that's, they're going to get paid. But I don't need bread on a serious note to be able to like live. I don't know if that makes any sense. I've worked really hard to get to where I'm at, and now I'm pretty chilling with where I'm at. So I lowered the price for everybody else, not for me. I think I could still sell a $150 product if I wanted to. All right. I have no beliefs that that's not the case. So it's more of just trying to make sure everybody gets to eat. VIP's been rough. I know. We had a bad week and a half, bro. You'll never see me run or hide or lie or deceive or pretend I'm not where I was with anything that I do here, man. So if you believe in me, you should still believe in me, bro. Just because we had a bad couple weeks, 1 week and a half. It wasn't even a couple weeks. It was a week and a half. That doesn't mean everything that we've been doing for the last year or 2 years or 3 years is just goes out the window, right? So y'all got to keep that in mind when you're looking at everything, bro. Like, y'all got to understand that it's not instantaneous, bro. And I know everybody wants it to be, and I want it to be for you guys too. But most of y'all joined after we had done 150 units over the course of 2.5 months. All right? When you do 150 units in 2.5 months, you're going to see a slight regression. And that's just the truth. Like, I wish that wasn't the case. I really do. But, like, when you do so well, bro, you're bound to regress in a slight capacity, right? We're definitely getting it back, bro. I'm not worried about it one bit. Like, I'm literally not worried one bit. Variance is a bitch, for sure. It does suck. But I'm very confident that we're going to turn things around, bro. I will say, the fact that I was getting threats this week was kind of crazy. At least you can admit it. Most don't. Here's the crazy part, bro. Most y'all still go rock with dudes who don't admit shit and lie and deceive and hide, bro. Meanwhile, I'll sit here and eat it. I'll tell you everything that happened, good or bad. And some of y'all still think y'all are, I don't know, bro. It's so weird to me. Like, I very much I very much try to hold myself to a very high standard with everything I do. It's tough, bro, when you guys, I don't know. I don't know. One thing I got to understand in this, I guess in this space is, loyalty is incredibly rare. I have a group of people that will never unsubscribe probably forever because of everything we've gone through and built and done. But there's a lot of people who don't believe in what I do, and that's all right. I can understand it. It is what it is. But I do know what I do, so I'll keep on trucking away, and I'll be here again in another year, 2 years, 3 years. I guess until the space disappears. Henry receiving and rushing is not bad tonight if you believe he has a big game. It's a little tough for me because of Lamar being back. I'm not sure. Yo, Haley, what's good? Thoughts of the Bills game? Man, it's going to be a great game. I'm not touching it. Not people telling me in my comments, you're going to learn about Miles Turner today. Yeah, bro is definitely allergic to rebounds sometimes. I will say that. Bro is definitely allergic to rebounds. Just tell me the Bills win. I don't know. The Chiefs look really fucking good right now. I'm not gonna lie. They look really fucking good. I mean, if you disagree with that claim, then I mean you probably just don't know ball. They might. I'm gonna say it. Suggs ruled out. Oh shit! I didn't even see that till just now. I didn't even see that. Mitchell rushing and receiving yards. Ooh, I've seen a lot of people that like him today. I personally did not play him, but I've seen a lot of people that like him. I gotta sneeze really bad. Oh, let me get this shirt off, bro. Nah, dude, I think it's gonna be a great game, Haley. Hit the follow button. We'll come back tomorrow or Sunday and we can talk about it. I think it's gonna be a great one. Heard you're on the downfall, bro. You know what's so fucked about today's society, bro? You know what's so cooked? 3 years of doing this shit, right? And you have one bad week and a half, and then all of a sudden you've fallen off. This, like, what about the thousands of units I'm up, bro? What about all the VIP members who've been cashing with me consistently for 3 years? Y'all are so goofy, bro. Like, how does one fall off? How in the world do I fall off from a bad week and a half? That's it. That's all it takes for people to forget about the other, what, 3 years I've been doing this shit on here? You're telling me 250,000 people just forgot, just thought I'm ass because of a bad week? All right. If that's how my career ends because of a bad week, then I guess, bro. Don't worry, they'll all come back once I smack a plus 3,000 again, and they'll all be like, "Oh my god, Oof, you're my freaking daddy!" Just like every other time. I'll be here, just like I'm here every other day. Nah, bro, you're legit. Ignore those weirdos. I mean, it's just what it is. Like I know I'm done talking about the ass because I'm sleeping tonight, and then every single one of y'all can call me Poppy tomorrow. Okay, I don't like that's fine. I'll be back tomorrow after the sweep. All right, and we'll talk. Sound good? We can come back tomorrow and talk after the sweep, and then we'll see. When I make 10 units or more tonight, and everybody's drooling tomorrow, and I say bang, 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 should have been in the VIP. Everybody's gonna be like, "Oh my God, Hoove, I'm so sorry. You're the king." Ah! You ain't sweeping NFL? Why? Why? Tell me why. Tell me why. I love every spot I'm on today. I think it's a clean sweep. Why not? You hardly ever sweep. I'm being baited into rage, chat. I'm being baited. I'm being rage baited hard tonight. I'm being baited, chat. It's crazy. Rage bait final boss all week today. I actually, honestly, bro. Here's my thing. It's fine. Like throughout the week and a half of being trash, I definitely deserved all the rage bait. But I'm switching. Like the switch is flipped. Things are gonna go in an upward direction, and everybody's gonna be very, very happy. You think you're gonna sweep taking Mark Andrews over 2.5 receptions? Yeah, because you probably think it's gonna be likely all night tonight, and it's not going to be. But that's fine, bro. I'll come back when Mark Andrews has 6 receptions tonight. Good luck, though, Chief. Might have to get this in real quick. Sweeps hard to do. I do plenty of them. We're due for one, too. With the week we had, yeah, I'd consider us very due. He should get 25 minutes tonight at least. No more. No more, no more. Yeah, I'm locking that in. All right. Any thoughts of the NCAA tonight? Ooh, I didn't play any NCAA, full disclosure. Already made me green enough for next month's subscription. Yeah, hopefully we could do a really, really, really great night. I feel like we're pretty due for a monster. It's been a while. Miles turn to rebounds tonight. I also posted 2 more plays you can go check out on my page as well for the NBA. Finn's fucking up, baby. Psych, Finn's down. Go Ravens. Come on, bro. Come on. You're done. Lamar locked in. I think he should be. The Ravens need to win this game. Like point blank, period. They need to win this game, bro. So I'm gonna be chilling. Passing yards for Lamar. I'm taking the Ravens to win and Mark Andrews 2.5 receptions. That is my NFL play today. Fins plus the points is interesting only because of the fact that it's a primetime game and the underdogs have covered in almost every primetime game this year, which is kind of diabolical. Henry definitely could have a monster night tonight. Yes. Added another NBA play right now. No value in the ML. The reason I'm adding the ML is to decrease the juice off Mark Andrews. That's the only reason we're adding the ML to that play. I'm not going to play minus 155 juice or 150 juice. And I'm pretty sure the Ravens dog walk tonight. So feels like it's pretty solid to add that on top of it. That's why I would recommend that. Not because I'm like, oh my God, the Baltimore Ravens are the best play in the world at this rate. No, no, not one bit. I'm aware there's no value there. Like, no value. Like I'm too scared to play the 6.5. Just because, again, primetime football, bro. Ravens ML is a donation. Brother. Please stop. The Ravens are about to run through this entire conference, bro, the rest of the year. They're going to run through the conference the rest of the year, bro. They're going to run through the conference the rest of the year, without a doubt. Pew! Picks Ravens ML and Mark Andrews over 2.5 receptions. Now, again, if you're on DFS and you need a pair, you guys can get on DFS and you can use code HOOV over on CHALKBOARD. CHALKBOARD is absolutely incredible, bro. They're powering tonight's stream. Shout out to guys and gals over at CHALKBOARD for powering tonight's live. If you guys are not on CHALKBOARD, use code HOOV. You get a match up to 100, and you get the free square for Tua Tagovailoa for 0.5 yards tonight, which you can use to pair up with the square for Mark Andrews and get a 2.5x. It's available in almost every state. You can find it right in my profile. Lamar will hold the ball tonight? What do you mean, hold the ball? Isn't that what a quarterback's supposed to do? Isn't that what a quarterback's supposed to do? I'm confused. I do think Derrick Henry gets in the end zone tonight. I think it's pretty apparent that he should. I think the Ravens win tonight, yes. Mark Andrews for 5+ receiving yards. I'm not even sure what he means by hold the ball, because like that's literally a quarterback's job. So I don't know. She's a beast. I call her karma. Each heart out like Jeffrey Dahmer. Hey, try not to lead her on, cause her love's so strong. Fall in love, you meet her. Better keep her. Turn cold as a freezer. Hell no, Henry not doing 2 touchdowns. He could definitely do 2 touchdowns, bro. Are we kidding? We're joking, right? You, we, are we talking about the same guy here? We're talking about the same guy, right? We're talking about King Henry. He could definitely get 2 touchdowns whenever the fuck he wants. Respectfully. Bro can literally get 2 touchdowns whenever the fuck he wants. She's a beast. I call her karma. Yeah, nah. I'm just gonna be honest, bro. There's no way. Back-to-back 2 touchdown games, though. I mean, yeah, it can, but I don't think it'll happen. I mean, he's Derrick Henry, bro. No clue when if it'll happen or not for sure, but it's definitely possible. Like writing Derrick Henry off to get 2 touchdowns is crazy, especially with Lamar Jackson back and they can move the ball. It's kind of crazy to me. My plays are posted, man. Let me join. Join what? Shakir Bam Knight. I don't know. I'm not a fantasy head. I don't want to ruin your fantasy season, bro. Ask somebody who knows better. Mark Andrews, Tutty. I don't hate that, bro. I think he could definitely get in the end zone. Yes. Yep. Mona Lisa. Girl, tell me how you see her. Lamar Rush is a 50-50. I mean, I don't know. Why do you think it's 50-50? Talk to me through your reasoning. I'll definitely bat it out with you. I don't know. I can help you with it if I can. I'll try. Yo, Carson, thank you for the sub, man. Welcome to the family. Just coming back from injury. Yeah. So what? Yeah, I don't think Lamar's healthy. They wouldn't put Lamar out there if he wasn't healthy, bro. You know that, right? They wouldn't play Lamar if he wasn't healthy. They need him for the rest of the year, and he needs to be healthy, bro. They're not gonna. I'm not gonna lie. This line's incredibly interesting tonight. Each team to score one touchdown, or one touchdown to be scored in each quarter is minus 125. That line seems so free, it's crazy. I don't know if I'm playing it, but it seems very possible. That one seems really likely. I'm free. Anyway. Yeah, they'd have to be able to stop. I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's an interesting line nonetheless. It's an interesting line. Man, we need a bang tonight so I can literally sit here and cook everybody tomorrow. I haven't played any tutties tonight. I like a lot of the spots. I just haven't actively chosen who I want to play. You know what I'm saying? Like I would sit here and say I like all the spots a good amount. Just haven't played any of those people. I don't know who to pick completely if I'm real. Um, I think that's the hardest part here. I think there's a lot of good spots. It's just trying to choose which one is the best one in that. Lamar Tutty a lock. Saying the word lock and Tutty in the same sentence are not true. Ever. Could you ladder Mark's receptions? I think you could. I've never said the words, this dude's a guaranteed lock to get a touchdown. I've never said that. Crazy, baby. I've been incredibly busy getting a couple of other things done within my business, man. Um, I took this week, kind of refocused on everything to try to get out of the little bit of a funk we were in. So now that I feel relatively decent again, and I feel like I'm mentally in a good spot, we could definitely try to start. How's starting the ladder challenge tomorrow against Tom? Sound good? Sound good? We'll start the ladder challenge tomorrow. You guys down for that? Yo, Funky Cheat, appreciate the follow, man. Wonderful, wonderful. Exquisite. Yeah, I'm very excited, man. I Honestly, I'll keep it real. Trying to make a run on something like the ladder challenge during a cold streak is just like it's probably the most diabolical shit you could do. You know, it's just it's that's not the move. So I feel great about the slate tonight. We're gonna break the ice. Once we make 10 units tonight, everything's gonna feel like, you know. That's how I'm gonna be feeling. I don't know about y'all, but that's how I'm gonna be feeling. That's how I'm gonna be feeling. Y'all are welcome to feel however you want. I'm making 600-700 tonight. Um, has Unk ever hit? Well, you know, back in my day. Get the fuck out of here. Have I hit? Only 23 of my last 27 months in the fucking green. Only 1,400 units up all time. I've only made 6 fucking figures of this shit. No, I'm ass. I'm ass. My wife's only up 18 bandaroonies on DK this year. No, I'm trash. I'm fucking trash, bro. I'm trash, clearly. I mean, I am 27. I turned 27 this year. Like, I just turned 27, bro. I'm not like I'm not anti saying I'm not getting older. I am, but I just it's not even justifying, bro. It's just I don't know. It's been an exhausting week and a half, bro. One thing this space will never understand is mostly because it's full of degenerates. Nobody will understand runs of variance. All right, nobody, and that's okay. I can live with that. I can live with that. I've made 100,000. You haven't. It's okay. Like I'm fine with that, bro. I can sleep soundly at night knowing my success is great. Doesn't help the business in any capacity when that's the case. But I sleep soundly knowing how my bag is and what I've done and what I can do. So, like I said, I'm gonna just keep my head on the grindstone. Whether it's today, whether it's tomorrow, whether it's next week, I don't give a shit. The run is coming. Okay? The run is coming. And I'm fine with it. Whenever it decides to come, I'll be here. How long do I plan to do this? Well, to be honest with you, Michael, I've been doing it for 6 years. 5 years, 4.5 years profitably now. Running this side of the business is very annoying and stressful. I've made a lot doing what I do. I've built a lot of great things. I'm moving more into an education side now. I'll be teaching people how to do this shit, hopefully. And more education. I think education personally feels like way cooler than like I'm sick of being limited. I'm sick of having to ask family members to do shit. Doing the day to day of like sitting here and doing all this is a lot of work, bro. Like I know it doesn't seem like a lot of work on the front end, but like running this kind of business in this space is hard. It takes a lot of time and dedication and energy. And I've got kids, man, and I have to spend 7 hours researching a day. It's a lot. So I'm leaning more into the education side, teaching people how to, one, do this, one for like their picks full time, and then also like the building a business side as well. I think that's something I'm really looking forward to getting into over the next year or so. So how long will I stay doing my picks? Probably forever, as long as this stuff exists. But how long will I be doing it long term to where I'm grinding this shit out every fucking day of my life, 365 days a year? I don't know. I don't know. I like Tua. I like Tua. The little bit I do for myself is so stressful, so I appreciate all your efforts. Yeah, it's not easy, bro. Best week of profit. I've done 100 units in a single day. I did 25K on home runs this summer in a single day. So I'd say 25K off one day is pretty fucking good. I don't know. Is that good? Tua is small, bro. He is tiny. You know, Hoovement bib, bro. Imagine child bibs. I'd wear one. Is 25K in a day good, chat? Is that good? I don't know. Y'all think that's good? You see all these fake people on social media that Photoshop $20 billion onto their slips. So, I don't know. I think a lot of you guys get a skewed reality of what this space actually looks like because all you do is follow scammers who Photoshop everything they do. I think that's where you guys get cooked daily. You guys think that there's some like crazy, you guys think a million, like you think people hit for 100K every night or something. It's not real. Everything you guys see on social media from like a bunch of people, it's not real shit, bro. Jay, what's good, brother? Yeah, 25K in a day is my biggest hit that I've ever had in a single day. Um, I also had a 12K hit in baseball. I actually destroyed baseball this year. I think I did like 28K in baseball, which is no 38K in baseball, which is diabolical, by the way. I don't know if anybody like. I actually had my best season on baseball this year, which is actually insane. Have I heard of King Cap? Yeah, I know who that is. I will never recommend it to anybody but myself, bro. You do you though. Um, I don't like to speak negatively on other people, but there's certain people you shouldn't listen to. That's true. Time is this NBA game. 8:10. I gotta have time to get it out. How about the Pistons win last night? The Pistons win again. Hey, the Pistons win again. Hey, I'm glad as hell, bro. I love my Pistons, man. I'm very happy to see us playing well. Very happy to see us playing well. Giannis ruled out. What? I'm just gonna tell y'all right now. Miles Turner is probably bumping like crazy now. Value. Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh wait, who else is getting crazy value? Kyle Kuzma. Hey. Hey. I did see that, Jay. That was some of the most diabolical shit I've ever heard. Miles Turner is now the only big man in the lineup. Giannis sits. Kyle Kuzma now gets slotted into the starting lineup and probably plays 30 minutes tonight. Kyle Kuzma. Oh, baby! Woo! Have I started turning up on the NBA yet? Not yet, but I have a good feeling. I have a good feeling with the value we were just able to secure. No Giannis. Guess what I gave you guys to play? Oh, yeah! Giannis, thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother Giannis. There's nothing more I could have asked out of you tonight, my brother. You did your job. You did your job, my brother. We thank you for your service. Not us laddering tonight. Not us laddering Kuzma tonight before the news. Oh yeah. I'm feeling good, chat. Just need our boy Kyle to cook. Kyle, just do Kyle things, kid. Oh my God, we got so much value on that, bro. The value there's actually nuts. Wow. What do you guys think Kyle Kuzma's points line comes back at? Any guesses? $14.5. That would be crazy. 14.5 would be nuts, considering we got 10 plus at plus 142. Kuzma's 15 plus was plus 600. That is such fire value. All right. All right, back to the NFL, bro. I'm hype as fuck right now. We've been needing a break, bro. I've been asking for just a break, just a sliver of life, bro. Just a sliver of life. I wasn't asking for a whole lot. All right, I'm done. Hopefully you guys got that in before the boost. Miles Turner is not going to come back at 5.5 rebounds now, though. That's for sure. That's for sure. That is for sure. Ravens ML today. I think the Ravens win, yes. And I took Mark Andrews over 2.5 receptions as a pair with that. 7.5? Ah! We love that. 7.5. 2-point line Bumbaroni. Oh, yeah. That's huge, bro. That's so big. Miles Turner was plus 230 for 8 rebounds earlier. Wow. Fire. That is some of the best value we could have possibly asked for today. I am so hyped. Nice. All right. Mark Andrews, 2.5 receptions paired with the Ravens ML tonight. Yes, that's what I took. Yep. What about Curry tonight? He could have a good game. Him or Jimmy Butler, probably in that game. I'm not 100% sure who it's going to be all the way. Portis is at 10.5. Yeah, probably because he's going to be the starting center or power forward. They're going to run Turner. They're going to run Turner and Portis together. Probably. That would be my guess. Hopefully Miles Turner doesn't forget to play basketball tonight. That's all I'm hoping. Just don't forget how to play basketball tonight, my brother. I want to play this guy really bad. I just gotta wait for the now I gotta wait for the data to drop. Who have they got to be working on Halloween, bro? What do you mean? Giannis is out. Correct. Oh, the game's back. Yep, they got Miles Turner at 7.5 rebounds now. Nice. Yo, Dio, what's good? R.I.P. Mac. Fucking love this dude. Oh man, they're not gonna have lines for Cole Anthony, but I probably like him there. Oh, you got to work the night shift, bro, on Halloween? I'm sorry, fam. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, Cole Anthony's about to go stupid. He's about to go crazy in this game. Um, can they drop his line, please? Kuzma's now at 11.5. You like that shit, chat? Oh, yeah. Value secured heavy right there. Value was secured heavy. Wow. Wow. bro. All right. Absolutely insane work. Guys, if you are not locked in yet tonight, make sure you guys do yourselves a favor. Get hopped on Chalkboard, man. I'd love to give a huge shout out to my guys and gals over at Chalkboard tonight, bro. They are absolutely fucking incredible. They are the best DFS platform in the market. It's not even close. If you guys have been wanting to rock with another company, I'm telling you right now, if you're on scam picks, get off. Get with Chalkboard, bro. They're the wave. They're the future. And in my opinion, they are the best platform for DFS in the entire market. You can also play straights on there as well now. So if you guys also haven't locked in with them for that, they also have an opportunity for you guys to get locked in there too. Yeah, I'm a little irritated I didn't play this sooner. Because I probably should have just played it earlier. Because hang on. Any TD scores for Monday Night Football? I like Lamar, Derrick Henry. Who else did I like tonight? Oh, and Mark Andrews. I like those three quite a bit. I like those three quite a bit. Mark Andrews, yeah. Y'all winning today? Yeah, bro. You definitely need to join. Do yourself a favor. Use code NFL for 50% off on the monthly plan today. DK doesn't have Kuzma lines. Let me see if anybody else does. I know Chalkboard has a Kuzma line. Let's see if they bumped it yet. Probably as I'm speaking about it, they'll move the line. Yeah, they got Kuzma at 11.5 over on Chalkboard. So that one's pretty solid. I have not had the greatest run. I'm always honest about that, but we're very due for a big one. I've done 23 of my last 27 months of the green for a reason, bro. Yep. I've done that for a reason. I am nice. Lilith, today's play for NFL or NBA? Which one you need? What was I going to do here, chat? Oh, I've seen if another platform had it lower. Nah, 11.5 is the best you could get for Kuzma now. Shut up, my boy Anthony Black. Cooking for us, baby. How many of y'all took the Anthony Black line in the VIP? How many of y'all took Anthony Black? My boy's frying right now, by the way. Let's fucking go, kid. 8 PRA already. We only need 18.5. Let's fucking go. NFL, my play is the Ravens ML paired paired with Mark Andrews 2.5 receptions. I like Mark Andrews a lot tonight. Yep. Oh yeah, we're so fucking back, chat. I'm gonna be screaming 2 a.m. in Atlanta tonight. I hope you guys are ready for it. Just cash Zion James first quarter points. Nice. Bobby Portis over 5.5. Yeah, I took Miles Turner at 5.5 this morning. Now he's at 7.5. Bobby Portis went to 8.5 because Giannis is out. So hopefully the bigs just do their thing tonight. Shout out Anthony Black. Absolutely balling right now. I'm looking to maybe take a live play on the Magic here. They look really fucking good right now. They look really good. I'd like them to miss a couple so I could take them. I was gonna play the 3.5 today, but I chickened out. I don't know if we're gonna get anything lower again. The Hornets would have to make a big run here. I don't think they're going to. I think we missed out on the value there. I'm irritated a little bit. That's tough. Damn. I hope the Hornets can make a run here. I don't think they're going to though. Not good. Bum, 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 bum. 3 nights at the hotel. Giannis is out tonight. Yes, sir. Anthony Black with 9 PRA in the first quarter. Nice. Yes, Giannis is out. HN, Tutty, yeah, I think he can get in. I like Devon HN. Devon HN's pretty good. I do like Jalen Waddle tonight. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Or his rushing attempts. I think he gets better on the ground tonight, personally. Who have you seen that? Yeah, I listen, bro. If people are asking me to borrow 10, they probably shouldn't be in this space. To be completely honest, I'm just being real. Bones, appreciate the follow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hopefully, we get some fire momentum tonight, chat. I feel like we're already in a good spot. Anthony Black is already at 9 RA or PRA. We needed 18.5 there. He's cooking for us. We've got a beautiful NFL slate tonight. We've got our Mark Andrews 2.5 receptions paired with the Ravens tonight. Again, if you guys are not on Chalkboard yet, our guys and gals over at Chalkboard are also giving out a 2.5 square tonight. Guys can use that. Get on there and lock that in. In my opinion, that is probably the best spot to pair up the Mark Andrews spot with too, especially if you like DFS. They also have straights available in states like Texas and other ones that normally you can't play those on. Chalkboard can be very, very good for that. So if you're not in a state where you're on a book where you can do that, Chalkboard might be that book for you. Again, compare that up with the Mark Andrews square or the Mark Andrews play with the Tua square, and I think it's a great combo up there. All right. Should be an absolute banger. You get a 2.5x on that. Use code HOOVE, HOOVE. What? Kuzma's out too? Yeah, so some states allow you to, or some states you can play straights on chalkboard now, which is pretty fire. Wait, Kyle Kuzma's out? I don't know what this is talking about. Yeah, so chalkboard has the ability to play straights in some states now, which is pretty awesome. Fun fact: Anthony Black with 12 PRA. Nice. Magic are cooking. Yeah, not every state, sadly, can you play straights on chalkboard. But some you can. So if you're in a state where you normally can't, I'd highly recommend checking out chalkboard and seeing if you can. I will say for those that are in Texas, for example, because I know you guys can't play it on chalkboard, you can on Onyx or Rebet. You can find both those right in my profile, bro. I'd highly recommend that. Use code Hoove. They got some pretty fire stuff with that as well. But that'll allow you to play straights in Texas specifically. Yeah, Onyx or Rebet for Texas specifically. We about to have a fucking banger night, bro. I can feel it in my bones, chat. Anthony Black with literally 12 PRA out of the 18.5 we need in the with like there's still 4 minutes left. Wow. Yo, Randy, what's good with it? Nah, I don't sound like I sound in my videos, bro. I know. It's a shtick. It's a shtick, bro. I don't know what else to call that. It's a shtick. It's a gimmick. I've been doing social media for a lot of time, and for whatever reason, people just like that. You saying on live even when the NFL starts? No, I'm about to be out of here. No, I'm gonna be out of here. I'm gonna put my kids to sleep and see them before bed here, man. We just did a 3.5 hour stream. I love y'all, man. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys. Remember, Mark Andrews, 2.5 receptions tonight. I absolutely love the spot. Again, if you are not on chalkboard yet, I highly recommend getting yourselves on chalkboard, man. It's available in most states. You're literally getting a free 100. And on top of that, you're getting the free square. It's worth every penny. Make sure you go check out the plays I posted. Make sure you lock them in. I think we're going to have a big day. I'm expecting a 20-unit night. All right? Let's fucking do it. I love y'all. I hope you have an amazing evening. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Peace.